Hello everyone, my name is Carol and this is Winter Haven Wisdom. I'm here with you today to do a Angel Messages of the Day reading. And today is Friday, January 5th, and we've made it to the weekend. So happy Friday, happy weekend. If you live here in New England, we have a northeaster coming up the coast. And where I'm located, we're expected to get about a foot of snow, at least at this point. So as I'm doing this reading, I hear all my neighbors' snow blowers starting up and their generators getting ready for the snow that's coming in. And I always enjoy the snow when it comes because it just makes everything so peaceful. And I'm gonna run out to the store after I finish this video. I'm thinking like some beef stew or some meatloaf or something like that, a real homey, cozy kind of dinner over the next couple of days, dealing with this cold. It's really cold here today. We're only in the teens. It's pretty chilly. I just had to kick the heat in between videos. I'm like, oh, I'm cold over near the window. So we'll get started. We're under a week now to the new moon in Capricorn. That is on the 11th, right? Yeah, the 11th. So we'll have that energy, creeping in very soon. May even start to show up, The morning reading was pretty interesting. The Miracle card came out, so it always gives me such shivers to see that Miracle card come out because it really doesn't come out that often when you think about all the cards in a deck, not just one. Don't see it that often. So I'm starting with the Sacred She again. I'm really enjoying this deck and how it lays out the reading for us. Okay, Spirit, what do we need to know about our angel messages today? What can angels help us with? What do we need to know about our current situations? Okay. Bottom of the deck, when I stop shuffling, is Wisdom Keeper. And this is an energy of like a hermit energy, right? This is somebody who could be wise and be a healer. Somebody could be developing this energy. And this is from the spiritual part of this deck. And then in the bottom we have the Timing card. So I'm going to pull that out again because I see it and I feel like it's part of this. We know we're in a timing situation. Okay. Wow, we actually had quite a few cards come out here. Interesting. Okay. So the biggest energy is the spiritual energy. And I'll run through that first, okay? Then we have a little bit of fire, a little bit of earth, and a little bit of water here. But our spiritual energy is the biggest. First we have Turning Point, and this came out in the morning reading yesterday, and here it is in this reading here today. And this is about somebody turning in the direction. They're going in a different direction. They're going through this, coming out of this dark forest into this lush valley of life. And let's put our glasses on, Carol. This is a 7 card. Then we have the energy of change. The Wheel of Fortune is here. And that was in the morning reading too. And that's a 5. It's a 10 in this set. Okay, change. Then the Wisdom Keeper. This is a 5. Waking up. This is a 3 energy. It's a bat. He's coming to life. Somebody's coming out of the, maybe their imagination a little. And then we have a 4 energy, and this is transitioning. And isn't this interesting? Oops, there's another card here. It's stuck together. It's like an hourglass, right? Or the affinity energy. And we have death, and then we have birth there. So someone is going through a death and a rebirth. They're transitioning. And maybe they're waking up now. So that's a 4 energy. Then we have 5 energy of disappointed. So this is, maybe somebody who's sad that things didn't go the way they wanted them to. Maybe they're disappointed in themselves. And that's actually a water energy. That disappointment. But it also comes under the Wisdom Keeper. So maybe this disappointment has brought great wisdom into this person. And then we have the energy of Mother Nature here, and this is a 3. So Mother Nature, is that who's having a wake up? Well, when Mother Nature is waking up and bringing a snowstorm here this weekend. So let's finish the rest of the water energy. The Dream Weaver, and this is a 5. So that's an energy of somebody that dreams an existence into being. We have the 7 energy with the timing energy. We have 5 with competition. Somebody may be feeling like they're in a competition of some kind. Feeling competitive, maybe strategizing in some way, maybe they're competing with themselves, Maybe they're in a competitive field. Like, tarot reading is somewhat competitive, right? I don't really see that way. I think all tarot readers have a unique skill and ability, and the collective finds the reader they need. But somebody could be competing with you, collective. You could have a competitive energy around you in some way and not even realize it. So that's something to pay attention to. And this is a 5. And then the last energy we have is of dance, and this is a 4, right? Be happy, dance, have fun, right? Be playful, be energetic. Okay. Interesting, very interesting energies here. I'm trying to think, based on what I'm seeing, what would be the best next set of cards to pull out. How can we find out more about this change energy? Let's do Wisdom of the Oracle. At least that has numbers on it, because that'll help here. Spirit guides, what can you tell us about our energies building here with our angel messages today? What does this collective need to know for our angel message of the day? Okay, bottom of the deck is Imagine, and this is the Dreamweaver energy that's down there, right? Somebody just imagining and envisioning what life would be like, that happiness, that joy, right? And there, really to manifest, you have to be, if you want happiness, you have to be happy. And right, happy is an individual energy. Happiness is a shared thing. So you can't have happiness with someone else unless you're happy yourself. So remember that. A lot of people are like, once I have this, I'll be happy, right? Once I have this job, or I have this relationship, or I have this home, or I drive this car, whatever it might be, then I'll be happy. When I get past this situation, then I'll be happy. And, you know, I've really learned that none of any of that brings happiness. You know, it's an inside job. Okay, we have the higher power energy here. So our angels and ancestors are hard at work for us on this situation, whatever your situation is, okay? However these energies relate to you, we've got our angels and ancestors on board with us, okay? And they're saying, stay lighthearted, dance around. Make some room on the table here. Whew. Hope it's not going to be one of those kinds of readings today. All right, we have another 4 energy with co-create, right? And this is about manifesting through doing what you have to do, and spirit supports you in what you're doing to manifest your dreams. You cannot manifest without taking action in your life some way. You can't just say, this is what I want, and expect it to come to you. You have to keep taking steps towards what you want, and then you see the energy coming in to support you. Okay, it's a beautiful energy. Higher power, imagine, and co-create, working with spirit. And here in this angel group, we must all really be spiritually connected, because that's the majority of cards that are coming out in this deck when I use it for these readings, is this spiritual connection we all have. Then 2, 4, 6, time for a nap, right? And this is a little fox being cuddled by the moon. I love that picture, and the sweet little fox in there, right? And it's just a reminder to take the time out you need to rest. I slept in a little this morning. Maybe more than a little, maybe a lot. I slept in this morning for me. And it felt good. I needed it. And I just took my time this morning getting in here in starting afternoon, and I'm usually, starting around 10ish, 11ish. So I just took to my time this morning, and that's okay. And maybe somebody else needs to rest. Maybe you're not getting the rest you need. And this is a 6 energy. Okay, then we had no place like home, and this was the energy of we had this yesterday, right? Somebody missing home, somebody that is not at home to themselves, that doesn't feel at home with who they are, or they're away from their home and they're thinking about coming home, how they miss home. Maybe they see you as home. And that's a 5 energy. Okay, then we have to be fair, and this is an 11 energy, and this is about balance in your life coming in. Have a sip of water, sorry. So balance could be coming in here for you. Things being a little bit fair. Maybe they've been unfair and unbalanced for a while now, and maybe that's going to be changing for you. And then we have this regeneration energy with change. Something is regrowing out of a death in a situation. It's regenerating. It's re-energized, and that's a 10. And in 10 we have change, so that's the change, the re-energization of something. Okay. So now we know the change that's coming in. It's regeneration in some area of someone's life. This could be a career, a relationship, something, a family connection, a friend connection. Regrowth in some way. I'm going to take Wisdom of the Oracle now. The Hidden Realms. Spirit, what do we need to know for this angel message today? These cards are so interesting. The pictures on them, that kind of mesmerize me as they come out. Okay. Ooh, the Ice Queen is out. Ooh. Okay, the Diamond Dreamer, material wealth, true prosperity. Let's keep that out. That's knowing the difference, right? Maybe somebody has had to learn this lesson in life, or maybe somebody's challenged with that in this way right now, right? You can have all the money in the world and not feel prosperous, not be happy, not be at peace with yourself. You can make very little money and be the happiest, most prosperous person. It's not being obsessed with things, that things are just things and things do not make you happy. And I've shared before that story of my divorce, right? How my ex-husband wouldn't let me get any of my things out of the house. And how it drove me crazy for 2 years. I couldn't wait to get my things. How could he keep my things from me, and all that kind of crap. And then through the courts, he had to let me have my things. And by the time I got them, they meant nothing to me. I finally realized that they were just things. And learning that lesson, I'm glad I learned it. It's helped me think about how I use and spend my money, right? I want to have experiences in life. I want security and a foundation, right? Like we all want that, but I don't have to have the fanciest cars. I don't have to have designer clothes and all that kind of stuff. I don't have to have a million things anymore. And I remember at one point in my life, I wanted to have enough clothes that I didn't have to wear the same thing in 30 days. And then I had so many clothes, I don't think I wore the same thing in 3 months. And that is bad. But when you are in professional work and your size stays the same, it can get that way if you take care of your clothes and things like that. But when you're not in a life like that anymore, it doesn't matter anymore. And I realized that it wouldn't have mattered if I only had 5 outfits. Because that's what the average person does, right? They have so many outfits that they swap around and wear. And, you know, I love clothes. I've always had I feel like I'm in a Dear Diary now. You know, I've always had an affinity to clothes. I like them. I like dressing up and looking good. You know, it's part of who I am. But there's a fine line between those kinds of things and an all-out obsession. And I think at one point in my life, I was really overly obsessed about my appearance, feeling inferior. And that's the lesson I learned. Like it finally hit me like, oh my God, the lack of authenticity in me, right? That I would, and this was in work too. This only happened. I would put on this outfit and it kind of gave me some kind of confidence that I needed at the time. And when we kind of do that though, right? In life, through these different cycles of our lives, we all have different hats in our life and in everyday life, right? Like we might be a mother, a worker, a sister, a brother, a caretaker, a daughter, right? And each one of those comes with a persona. And I just know at one point in my life I was in more of a character of who I was than really who I really was. If that can make any sense. I don't know. But anyways, here we go. Let's run through these energies. So one of the things that's standing out for me here is that we have this dream energy here. We have waking up, the dream weaver. We have, it was in the bottom of some deck. I feel like I've been reading dream a lot. Higher power, dance, transitioning. So we have Dream Weaver, and now we have Diamond Dreamer. And that was the material wealth and true prosperity. That's how I got on my tangent about my things and stuff. So knowing the difference of being, you can be material rich or you can have true prosperity. And there's a big difference there. And this is a 6 energy. Then we have the Ice Queen. Ideas preserved, non-action, and entitlement. And that's some area of your life that you might be looking at isn't growing or moving in the way you want. And those ideas are on ice for you. Spirit is securing them for you. So when the time is right, maybe in the spring, that's all going to happen for you. So you're in the winter, and this is the time to just relax. Okay, don't worry about taking any big action now. And be careful of an attitude of entitlement, that you might feel entitled to certain things in your life. Okay, so that's the other energy here. And this is a 10. And knowing that, don't worry, what's meant for you is not going to escape you. It just might be on ice for right now. The map maker of destiny, authentic purpose, inspiration, and free will. So this is someone who has stepped into their authentic purpose. And I'll use myself as an example. So when I was just talking about being these characters when I put on these clothes and went to work, I was, in some cases, hiding this spiritual side of me. Because at one time, someone had taken my light away, right? They had done that. And the clothes gave me the confidence I needed to step into those roles. And now it doesn't matter what I wear, because I have my light now back and my energy back, and I'm not dependent on something to give me energy anymore. I know the energy is within me. It's not superficially attached to me. It's authentically who I am. And there goes another snowblower test or generator. So, and then you may be in the same position in your life now. You may be stepping into your authentic purpose. Maybe you're shedding ideas of who or what you were in the past and really coming into your own. And that's an inspiration for people. When people see others being their authentic selves, that encourages them to be their authentic selves. Especially as I've been more authentic in my life, and this has probably been over the last 10 years, I'd say. Maybe even more so in the last 6. I'm more accepted by people. I don't feel as judged. Maybe I still am, but I don't let it bother me anymore. So that's the other thing. When you're authentic, I think you find the right people. You find the people you're supposed to be with. And then just using your free will, realizing that you have free will to do whatever you want. Free will to start a YouTube channel. And maybe your free will is to pursue being a physical therapist or a chef. It could be anything. We all have a different calling in life. This is another 6 energy. The Lady of the Gift, generosity, receiving, and withholding. So this is an interesting energy, right? The Lady of the Gift. So she is, I want to look at this energy. I don't think we've had this card yet. I want to make sure I get the energy correctly. The Lady of the Gift brings a message of tithing. To be your ally, she requires you to look at the nature and method of your giving to others. The world is your church, and you only need to distribute 10% of your wealth to others to ensure that the flow continues. Yet this doesn't necessarily mean giving money away, nor does it imply a direct action of charity, even though the tradition of tithing is material. In fact, the kind of tithing the lady asks of you isn't tangible or material at all. She's asking you to look at all human beings as important in the divine scheme of things and show others that you believe in them. Pay attention to how you treat people and be mindful of your perception, even a seemingly poor stranger, if you see others as successful and abundant, and act as if you believe they have value. Blessing all around are assured. Your belief in others has greater value than you could fathom. This alone guarantees your success long term. Remember that you can only keep what you are willing to give. Okay, so that's the spirit of generosity. The Lady of the Gift says the act of withholding isn't welcome in her world. In fact, withholding information is another way to lie. Are you doing this? Perhaps someone is doing it to you, withholding something in order to keep you manipulated and controlled, so you believe deep down you're not quite good enough. Now is the time for you to address the concept of withholding. If you see this in any aspect of your life, it's time for a change. Giving to others with the ideas of getting something in return is also being warned against here. The best way out of this mirror is to give with honesty and with an open heart and without expectation. The Lady of the Gift challenges you to be generous and compassionate. You can always start again. And now that I read that, I do remember reading that. It was about the withholding of information, of energy. And if someone is withholding you, don't let that be a reflection of how you feel about yourself or what you think your value or worth is. Okay. And seeing the value in everything and everyone around you. I try to do this all the time. I try to be generous of heart and spirit in giving. And, you know, giving doesn't always have to be in money. It can be in your time and your love and your energy. And everyone on this planet, I don't care what you look like, the color of your skin, male or female, young or old, skinny or heavy, whatever your situation is, bald or with a full head of hair, blue eyes, brown eyes, yellow skin, brown skin, pink skin, pale skin, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. We all have value. Every single one of us. Every single one of us. Then Lady of Lightning, surprises sometimes shock, total paradigm shifts. So you may be going through an epiphany. This angel is here, right? Maybe helping somebody see the light, wake up from a situation, take a turning point in their life, make some kind of change. They're having a mindset change. That's what a total paradigm shift is. And there could be some surprises coming in, some change, something with timing. Maybe something that's going to be a disappointment to you. Maybe shock. You know, some kind of something coming in here to you. And this is a 8 energy. It's our first 8 energy here today. And then we have another dream card. And this is another 8 energy, the Dream Walker. So we have 4 cards with the word dream in it. So dreaming is manifesting. Dreams, the collective good in the illusions. Okay, when you dream, do you dream for yourself or do you dream for the collective good? And when you pray, do you pray for yourself or the collective good? When you do anything, is it good just for you, or is it good for the collective good? You know, that's kind of like the cosmic journey, that one card, that's a win-win. Is there something in your life that you do that is a win-win, a win for you and a win for someone else? And I'd like to hope that doing these readings is helping someone else. So that's a win-win, right? I win because I get to do something I love and share my light, my thinking, my experiences, even the things that I'm shameful and embarrassed about, like being obsessed with my appearance at one time in my life. And you know, I'm trying to help the collective, whatever collective shows up here. And sorry, my camera's falling down again. You can see my top of my head disappearing. So yeah, and I think when we manifest things that have an impact on the collective, I think they come in faster because Spirit sees, I can bring in this one thing and it can benefit so many people, right? So that's that 8 energy, and 8 is about our work too. So maybe this is talking about manifestations around work, and a surprise and a shock or something might be coming in around your work, and it might bring in some fairness that maybe you haven't been feeling. If you've been overworking and doing the right thing for a collective population, say maybe you're the CEO of a corporation, maybe you're the manager of a department in some business, and maybe you've been taking care of the collective, doing all the right things, taking all the right actions, and Spirit is going to bring some justice in for you, an energy of things being fairer in your life. Okay, I mentioned the cosmic journey here, so let's pull that out and take a look. Okay, cards were weird today. Usually I have a hard time getting these cards to pop out, and they were just popping out and popping out and popping out. Divine Dragon on the bottom, okay? And that's like an energy of the Divine Feminine, right? You are so powerful, and you have to be careful of your power because you can burn people alive with your intensity. So you have to be mindful of that, okay? And this could be male or female, right? This is that divine energy can be so intense sometimes. The female energy, to be careful with it. And realize your power at the same time. Oh boy, so we had quite a few energies come out here. On the spiritual side of things, this is a 6, and this is our ancestors. So we have a lot of angels, ancestor, universal energy supporting us now. Here with the ancestor card, we've got the higher power and the co-create. And now we have this Big 6 energy here today. 6 and 4. Okay, then we have an 11. You will only see the way by making the way, right? And this is, you know, taking things one day at a time. Keep forging your path, and gradually things will come into clarity. It's hard not knowing where the path takes you, but you have to trust. And I trust that I'm on the right path. I trust the guidance I get from Spirit. I'm trusting myself on my journey, and I encourage you all to trust in that same way too. You cannot not pour from an empty cup. And, you know, this is about slowing down and taking care of yourself. Not going 100 million miles an hour, getting the rest you need, sleeping late on a day if you need to, right? And the weekend's coming in. We have a snowstorm here in the Northeast. Time to hunker down and just relax for 24 hours or so, maybe 36, maybe 2 days, right? Depending on how the storm goes and where you live. And that's an 8 energy. To be enlightened, lighten up. And this is an energy of being so serious all the time, not laughing, not having any fun, just being serious, serious, serious. Well, serious can be boring sometimes, right? Maybe you're just bored and you need to have a little fun. And that's an 11. Then we have your 111-year-old self, and this is take wisdom from your life. What would your grandparents say to you? What advice would they give you right now about whatever stage in life you're at? How can they guide you? That's a 3. And then we have 1. The universe is here. So we have a lot of universal support here. 22, say yes to the open door. So what are you being called to do? What do you want to do? Where do you want to go? Who do you want to be? What do you want to buy on Amazon with your Christmas gift cards? A new camera stand. That's my open door. Okay. There might be something you really want to do and you're just afraid to take the action. And Spirit is saying, we got you. We got you. You can do this. You can make this happen for yourself. You have this timing here right now where everything can line up and happen for you perfectly. Take the open door. Then we have wanted, universe creators. And this is, they want people who take their open door, who take the risk, who take the chance in life, who aren't afraid of taking a risk in your life, making a change in your life for the better. For me, from leaving the corporate world and leaving this risk and doing what I'm doing now it was a huge open door for me to do it. And I don't regret it for 1 second of my life. I love the freedom I have. I love helping people. I love doing these readings. I love who I've become in the last 5 years on this journey. And I can only encourage all of you, that thing that you're most afraid of doing. You know, I told you how I started this channel on February 6th of 2023, and I did not post a tarot reading until October 6th of 2023. It took me that many months to get past that fear, yet every day I sat and would do a reading just like I'm doing now. Instead of having a camera on, I would just talk to Spirit in this very same way for years. And I would say to Spirit every day, one day I'm just going to do it. And I don't know what happened on that day, what it was, whether I was still doing some healing I needed to do from the awful job I was in, or whatever it was, right? Like something like this epiphany came into me, like, I'm going to do it today. Today I'm going to make this happen. And I grabbed my phone and the stand, and I went out onto my deck and did my first reading. It's crazy, right? When I think about it now, sometimes I go, gosh, I wasted all that time, all those months in between. I could have been doing these readings, and where would I be now if I had started sooner? How many more people could I have helped? And then I go, it wasn't meant to be. If it was meant to be, I would have done it sooner. That it was more important for me to know it was the right time for me, that I did, whether it was to build my confidence, to really step into this energy, or whatever it was. I just want you to know that my fear really held me back, and I don't want your fear to hold you back, because even if I did it once and I didn't like it, I could have been through this process sooner. I did it once and I loved it. So I held myself back from all that joy and passion and creativity in my life. And I obviously had somebody stop here and visit. So you may be getting an unannounced visitor in your life that you're not aware of. And that's the Cocker Spaniel and her high-spirited energy. So this is a 31, this universe creator. So that's just talking about co-creating with them. A big message of that. And then the yes to the open door, which is a master number, we don't decrease. And I'm going to put it with the 11 energies, because we don't decrease 11 either. Okay. Oh my goodness. Okay. The next deck I'm going to pull out, I haven't regularly used in these readings, but it is the Moonology Manifestation deck. And I'm only doing this because of the dream energy that's here, of the manifestation energy that's here. It was loud in the morning reading too, and I just want to see what might come out for us. This doesn't have any numbers on it, but I think by what's said we can fit it into the piles. And then we'll do our review. Okay. Bottom of the deck is first quarter moon in Libra. Keep your heart open, right? And some of you may be in a situation where you're holding space for somebody in your life, for somebody to return to you in some way, for, you know, a situation of love or something to come in, or you've been hurt, okay, and maybe you're ready to get back out at it into a relationship of some kind. And keep your heart open, right? Even if you're not, right? Having an open heart is such a beautiful feeling. You get to experience things on a much deeper and more emotional level. So if anyone out there has a caged heart, take the time and do the healing and open up your heart again, okay? And that's Libra, so you may have some Libra in you, or you may have a Libra attached to you, somebody with Libra in your life. And then we have a full moon in Gemini. Embrace the flow of your life. You know, realize the flow you're in, the energy you're flowing with, and embrace it. Welcome it. I love it when I'm in the flow. Everything is just so much easier. So much easier. So you may have Gemini in you, or somebody you're connected to does. Then we have first quarter moon in Pisces. Honor your feelings. You know, how are you feeling here? We had quite a bit of water energy here. We're getting this, you can't pour from an empty cup, right? So make sure you're filling up your own cup and taking care of yourself. Self-care, love. If you're feeling sad, let yourself feel sad. If you're feeling confused or overwhelmed, it's okay to feel those things. You know, we're not going to be happy, jolly, you know, feel amazing every minute of our life. That's not the way it works. Some days are going to be happier. Some days are going to be harder, right? And we just got to flow through them. We don't have to be happy, happy, joy, joy all the time of our life, though. That's unrealistic. It's just not the way life is. And it's okay to have up, down, down days. That's okay. So this is about Pisces. Pisces is a water sign. They know how to feel. But honoring it. Honoring when you're feeling down or tired or whatever. Honor that. Okay? So you may have Pisces or be attached to a Pisces. New moon in Leo. Shine. Shine, 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 shine your beautiful light. You may be a Leo or have somebody attached to you that has this kind of fire energy. And we had fire energies down here with competition and dance, right? That kind of energy. So you may have Leo or someone attached to you. And then last quarter moon in Aries, work through your feelings. Okay? Are you at odds with yourself on something? You're trying to work through a situation, make a call of judgment. Maybe this epiphany coming in, this change, this turning point, something happening. And so that's Aries. Maybe you have Aries or someone attached to you. And then we have a new moon in Taurus. Know your worth, right? And we talked about that a little, right? You know, people having value no matter what we look like. You know, it doesn't matter who we are, what job we hold, what car we drive, what house we live in, what street we live on. It doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter. Know your worth. You are valuable. You are worth all the abundance in the world, all the love in the world, all the riches in the world. That's what the universe wants for us. Our spirit guides, our ancestors, they want nothing more than to support us in our dreams. And dreaming is all over here. Okay, so know your worth. Know your worth. And your worth has nothing to do with your appearance, the amount of money in your bank, the job you hold, okay? You can be as poor as a church mouse and be the most abundant person, okay? And that's a Taurus energy. Now, you don't have to be any of these signs to be going through these energies. Quite frankly, we all have these energies in us. We are all more than just our sun sign. Every sign has a sister energy. So right away, like if I'm a Cancer, I automatically have Capricorn energies. If you're a Leo, you have Pisces energies. If you're Taurus, you have Scorpio energies. Okay, it's like the north and south energies, that kind of thing. So, right there, we all have a lot of energy. Some of us could have more energies, right? like I have a lot of my planets are in Virgo. I have a lot of Virgo in me. And I've only realized that recently. I had a relationship I was in. This person shared with me a daily horoscope app that I follow and still look at now. And we would look at them together, and I would always look at my Cancer one because I'm a sun sign Cancer. And I would go, oh, this is the crappiest horoscope ever. And then I would look at the Virgo one, and I would go, well, this is more like it. This feels more like my energy, you know? So depending on where you are in life and what you're going through, you may be, like Virgo is my moon. So I was more in my moon energy. And then I have 6 planets in Virgo, so I really do have a lot of Virgo. And I was really never aligned with all that moodiness and stuff around Cancer. It never happened for me in my life. Except when I wasn't in balance. And, you know, I was a real giver at one point in my life. In my married life, I gave and 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 gave. And that was a hard cycle to break for me, but I have finally broken that. I have better, you know, I still give, but I receive things now. I was in a total giver. I wouldn't let anyone give to me or help me or anything like that. And sometimes you have to heal from a giving type of energy so that you learn how to receive. Okay, let's run through these energies. We have, I'm going to need my glasses. We have the 3 energy here. Well, 1, the universe. 2, the lady of the gift, about being generous, receiving, and not withholding love or time or money or something like that, being flowing good, right? And then we have 3, your 111-year-old self. What can you learn from your elders or your own experiences? Take that advice, take that wisdom. We have this nature of Mother Nature. You know, I'm someone that feels really connected to nature, to the planet. And if you've watched my readings, you see how I get cues and everything. And in my prayers every day, I thank for my guides for the planet, for the sun, for the chilly morning, for the beautiful blue sky, right? Like I go through this whole thing, for the birds. And we may have somebody, I'm sorry, I'm so talkative today. Oh, waking up. Somebody is waking up. Maybe they're coming out of this dream state or this illusion they've been in, right? Maybe they're stepping more into their authentic self. And maybe it's causing a turning point and a change in their life. And then we have this big 4 energy today. First with transitioning, going from death and rebirth, that's going on, to dance, to be happy, to keep your vibration high. That there's a higher power here at work. Spirit guides and ancestors are hard at work on your case. Co-create, keep doing your part, keep working on your passion, what lights you up, what you do for work, whether it's your family, cooking, baking, candle making, whatever it is for you, keep doing it. Spirit's helping you. And then more of Spirit wants more people to step into their passions and co-create with them. We have this 5 energy, and 5 is typically about change. Somebody in a state of disappointment, right? And this is somebody that needs to let go of the past, let go of what was. And we know from a couple of cards, right, that what was doesn't exist anymore. It's a ghost land. And what is to be isn't built yet. We only have today. Okay? And if today is a good day, there's nothing to be disappointed about. And then we have the Dream Weaver. Look at the picture on this card. Isn't that something? There goes the snowblower. Okay, so somebody is hard at work, dreaming and manifesting this heaven on earth kind of energy. And then we have somebody feeling like they're in competition with someone. I don't like that energy. I want everyone to have success in life, and I cheer everyone on. You go, girl, you go, guy, whatever it is, I send you all the love and the light in the world for success. And there's this feeling of home. Either someone's not at home with themselves, someone wants to return to home, someone sees you as their home. Then we have our 5 energy. Is this all 5 energy? No, this is 6 energy. This was the 5 energy, the wisdom keeper. So that's someone who's wise and is using their wisdom to guide them into their future. It's like a hermit energy. And then we have the diamond dreamer. This is someone who has learned the difference between material wealth and true prosperity. The map maker of destiny, someone that is stepping into their authentic purpose, being an inspiration for everyone and using their free will. Another card of angels and ancestors here. And they're suggesting that you need to take a nap. It's okay to rest. Rest is in order. Okay. Then we have timing and turning point. And these are both 7 energies. So someone is divinely turning, right? Divine timing is going to come in and it's going to be a turning point in your career, your love life, your family life, whatever your situation is for you. We have the regeneration, the regrowth energy. We have change coming in. And we have the Ice Queen here, and this is a 10 energy. We have our 8 energy. You cannot pour from an empty cup. This has been a big message here about resting, right? Then we have justice coming in, fairness, balance. More dream energy with dreams, dreaming of the good for the collective, and illusions. And then Lady of Lightning, surprises, sometimes shock, and total paradigm shifts coming in. Then we had our master numbers with the open door. So there's an open door for someone here. To be enlightened, lighten up, and you only find the way by making the way. Okay. Then our energies, and we just did these, so I'm not going to review them again. So we have a big energy of manifesting. You're manifesting your dreams here. That was an energy that was the title of the it was manifesting miracles. And here, this is about manifesting your dreams. And maybe your dream is a miracle, because this is a big connection here. There's a change is going on. Change is coming. A bit of divine timing, perhaps. Say yes to the open door. Maybe if we all say a collective yes, we want the open door, something will happen, right? Okay, so keep manifesting. Keep that dream alive. Keep manifesting that dream. Get the rest you need. Take a nap. Do not neglect yourself in this energy. Know that there's a higher power. The universe is beside you. The angels and the ancestors are talking to you probably. Maybe you're getting downloads. Know your worth. Know your value. Dream is so big here. Change. Timing. Okay, I managed to do it again, over an hour. How do I do this? I'm going to use Sacred Forest. So dreams, higher power. And this is huge, right? To have all of this universal energy here in this reading right now. This is huge. Okay, we have an energy of acceptance. What else, Spirit? Bottom of the deck, new beginnings, changes coming in. Okay. Starry Night, this is about acceptance. Acceptance that situations are what they are. Accepting where you are right now in life. Accepting your situation at hand. Accepting that something is over and that you're on a new path. Accepting that something happened, right? Some kind of crisis or something that's brought a change into your life. Accept that. Freedom. You have free will. Free will is coming into your life. You are free like the Pegasus here, right down in the corner. You're free to do whatever you want. Frog Spirit with renewal. We have all this waking up and change and regeneration energy here. New beginning energy. We have Guardians of the Land, and this is about protection. That the spirit guides are protecting you. You are safe to walk through this door. You are safe to take this leap of faith, whatever you're thinking about doing. Whatever it is, you have an open door to do it. Then we have the truth. Maybe it's accepting the truth of a situation. Not looking at illusions anymore, accepting the truth of a situation. And Wild Rose Fairy, love. Love. Love is coming into your life. hold space in your heart for that, right? That was a message. Don't close your heart off. All right, folks. That's the reading for today. Keep dreaming, keep manifesting. Flow with the energies. Get the rest you need. And change is coming. Change is coming. A turning point. I don't know. I'm waiting for something else to say to you, and it's just not coming. Maybe by the time I get this uploaded, I'll be able to put in the title. I'm trying to think of what I'm going to call this. Okay, everyone. That's the reading for today. Thank you for being here and supporting the channel. If you're new here, we would love for you to join us and become part of our community. So you can hit that subscribe button and you'll get notified of when other uploads are made. If you're on the East Coast here, take today to get the supplies you need and check out your snow blowers and things like that. And get your shovels out and your ice melt, gas for the grill, all those kinds of things. And I hope you all have a wonderful weekend. Stay safe and sending light and love to everyone. Thank you. Bye-bye.